I want to make a quick video here talking about one of the bigger misconceptions of cob building. A lot of people think you have to have this very clay-rich material to make cob. Cob is actually composed of very little clay. You typically use a subsoil that has a clay content between 5 to 15%. Some people use a little bit more, but I've found that most soils that I've used, at least, have very low clay contents. Now, if you think about it, really the clay is only the binder. Just as in concrete, Portland cement is only the binder, and that cement is very small in comparison to the total mixture of material. So instead of thinking of a cob house as a clay house, it's really technically not a clay house. It's really a sand house. It's made up mostly of aggregate. In most cases that's sand, or it could be a rough kind of gravel. It's aggregate mostly, and then the clay is the binder that binds all that aggregate together. So just like concrete has mostly gravel, sand, and then the binder of cement, they're really the same. Cob is like a natural cement, or a natural concrete, I should say. So behind me here, we just built this in our last workshop. This is considered a rammed earth wall. Technically it's a rammed concrete wall. I built this wall using road-based gravel and 15% cement because this is going to be my outdoor shower wall, and this wall is going to be completely exposed outside to the elements. So that's why I decided to use so much cement in this wall. So technically this is concrete. It's built in the fashion of rammed earth, but so anyway, this is just one example of a concrete. Now, a cob again is somewhere between 5 to 15% clay content, and the rest really being aggregates. So concrete and cob are very similar in a lot of ways, and it's mostly just that binder that changes them. So I still consider this rammed earth. Technically, it could go both ways. With something like this though, totally exposed to the elements, you have to have some kind of a stabilizer, such as cement or lime, because a cob wall out here, or just a rammed earth wall made with pure soil, it's not going to last under the elements, not in this climate. I'm right at the edge of the Smoky Mountains. We get a lot of rainfall here. So anyway, just wanted to make that point. We were talking about that a lot at the class last week. So just remember, a cob house is not a clay house. It's actually, think of it more as a sand house. And the clay is just the binder in the sand. And you only need about 5 to 15% clay content in your soil to make good cob.